Recently, Payday 3 has been under some heavy fire on all social media platforms and live streams for the harsh launch that they've had over the last 5 days. From servers crashing constantly to people not enjoying the limited amount of content we were given, and especially people begging for an offline mode to play. The team over at Starbreeze has had a rough go at it. Luckily today, September 25th, we got a live stream of some of the members from the team explaining the ongoing situations, their plans for the future, and of course, apologies all around for how the launch has gone. Now, don't get me wrong, while it is annoying, you have to try and be understanding of anything server based on their side. These things happen all the time nowadays when new games launch because it's virtually impossible to prepare a server system for an influx of players in the tens or even hundreds of thousands. The team over at Starbreeze has been working day and night, both in office and home, to get the servers stable, while looking for ways to upgrade them with third party developers and server systems. After the almost 20 minutes of server issues addressed, we finally started to get some insight on things planned for the game post launch. Things such as better UI upgrades in game and in the main menus, challenges being easier to sort through and clear on the objectives needed to complete it. They also touched on the fact that multiplayer is extremely difficult to play right now in any other way than loud. Communication restrictions across platform are not making this any easier either. Luckily, in coming patches, we can finally get text chat across all platforms, lobby chat, and fingers crossed for some form of voice chat in game. We did, however, also get some insight on an incoming skill to the game named Transporter. While we didn't get to hear every skill in the tree, we were given a small bit of info on one of them, the fact that we'll be able to carry 2 bags of loot at a time. Hopefully, the rest of the skill tree will include reducing weight that heavier bags give us, being able to throw bags further across the map like we could in Payday 2, and even quicker interactions with hostages. Just think, being able to run around or pick up a human shielded hostage would make it a much more enticing feature than it currently is. What are you guys hoping to see in this skill tree? Let me know in the comments. Another really big topic of discussion that was brought up during the stream was the fact that stealth heists didn't really reward XP as heavily as going loud does, since most of the XP system is based on cops killed and waves survived. Sadly, we don't have a surefire answer given at this time, but it was said that the team is looking into it heavily due to the fact that stealth had such a huge impact on player level in Payday 2, and it has almost none in Payday 3. Hopefully, coming in the near future, we can see some tweaks and changes to this, which will allow the community more of a satisfying feeling when never getting caught or escaping before an assault begins. Finally, the last exciting thing that was talked about was the use of mods for the game. The dev team is very in tune with the community and knows how much everyone loves to give their spin on maps, masks, characters, weapon skins, and weapons itself. So they've come forward and said that they plan on having mod support for Payday 3 as well as a modding policy to help outline what will be and won't be allowed on the game. Sadly, that's all I have for you guys on that. With topics out of reach and still hidden under statements, just we can't speak at this at the moment, or we don't have a clear path, it's hard to have surefire ideas of what more we can expect in the coming weeks. However, with more Q&A streams planned and more discussions opening up on the Reddit and social media platforms, I'm sure it won't take long for us to figure out what big things are in store for us. This is honestly a really scary look for the people over at Starbreeze. In today's day and age where the vast majority of player bases have been screwed over time and time again by huge companies releasing completely unfinished games or games riddled with bugs that make it practically unplayable, this type of launch could already spell the end of Payday's 3 community support. The moment people start seeing any type of red flags in games, they review bomb it all over the internet, which not only makes the game look worse than it could be, but also really drives away new players when they see mostly negative plastered all over the Steam pages. Listen, I really enjoyed Payday 2, and I'm really excited to see what the team could bring forth with this updated engine and game, but I can't really speak on everybody else. On today's stream alone, they already mentioned the fact that review bombing has already started across all platforms, and they've also gotten a huge influx of refund requests everywhere. I mean, Steam alone at time of recording has 68% negative reviews out of 26,000. With some quick math, that's over 18,000 individual reviews of this game being bad or unplayable, which is extremely hard to get out of when those reviews have to be changed or deleted by the people that gave them. I have high hopes and trust in the development team when it comes to creating a great game and turning around this hard launch. What do you guys think? Do you plan on just waiting it out or just getting your money back at this point and moving on to the next big game? Let me know in the comments. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for the amount of love our first Payday 3 video got in the channel. It was literally mind-blowing to see the reach that we have, and I'm so excited to share and create more Payday 3 content for you guys. If you enjoy this type of content, please make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell so you know every single time I post. Thank you guys for watching. I'm GameWiz, and I'll see you all in the next video whenever I post it, which will probably be soon. Deuces.